All right. So yesterday we kind of learned some new terms. What's one of the terms that we learned?
Taxes.
Taxes. Can someone give me a definition for tax?
A percent of a purchase value added to
Okay, so the way I'm going to write it is percent of a purchase. No. I will show you in a second why. Yesterday we kind of like did, we converted percentage to what? And decimals to? What did you notice about decimals to percentages, Warren?
All you're doing is making the decimal to the right 2 times.
2 times. And what about percentage to a decimal? Moving into the left 2 times. Okay. So now we're getting into the idea of we're trying to figure out percentages of something. So if I said, what is 50% of 100? What's 50% of 100? What do I mean by that? Excuse me? Okay. Half of 100. Okay. Here's what I want you to start realizing, guys. We're using these terms. What does of mean?
Does it mean divide?
Close. Multiply. Of means multiply. Okay? Of means multiply. So that means it's saying 50% times 100. 50% times 100. And some of you guys said it's 50, right? What's 50% of 100? 50, right? How can we get 50% times 100 to get to 50? How do we do that? So we have to convert the percent to a decimal. So we divide by 100 and give what? What? 0.5 times 100. 0.5 times 100, what does it equal? 50. That's all we're doing, guys. It's going to be 50. Anytime you see the word of, you're multiplying that. But before we can multiply, we have to convert that percentages into what? A decimal. So if I said, this is where it starts getting a little nutty. 27% of 81. How would we do that? First, I want give me a math statement. Like, give me a sentence to make it look better than this.
When we went to the mall,
Oh no, not a math like a sentence. By a math statement, this is a math statement. How can we make it look similar to that?
wait, this is
What does of mean?
a percent to,
Well, what's percent of mean? Multiply. So we got this.
which one did we get that on?
What's up? Then what do we do?
Would be you would multiply 27%.
Okay, but what do we do to that percent?
Times to a decimal.
Convert it to a decimal. So what would it be?
0.27.
0.27 times 81 will give me that percentage of 81. So let's try to solve that out right now. Why is it confusing? Well, it is 50% not the same thing as 0.5? Is it not the same? It's not? Okay. Yeah. Like if I said you're getting 50% of $100, how much are you getting? 21.87.
No.
So let's
Alright, so
do this. 1 second. We're going to do the math to this, okay? What's 7 times 1? 56. 2, and then 16. This is 7, 8, 1. How many decimal places do we have? 21.87. Okay. I think you guys, most of the time when you guys do this, the biggest mistake that you guys do is kind of like this. You put your place values wrong. Like you're just supposed to do like, make sure they line up correctly, like this with this, there's a 0 there, that with that, that with that, and then nothing with that one. Okay? Make sure your place values are correct, because if you have them off by a little, I guarantee you will make a mistake just because that's a common mistake. So Lauren, you're confused on why this equals 50, right? Well, before we can even multiply percentages, I said if we want to multiply or work with percentages, we have to convert it to what? A decimal. Before you do anything, we just don't do like 100% times 100. It just doesn't work that way. We have to convert it into a decimal. It's just the way math works. So you see a percentage, convert it to a decimal. Okay? So this would just be 0.5. So now let's try another one. So my suggestion is make it into a math statement, kind of like an equation. Okay? Make sure you write it out like that. Because right now you think it's 25. I think it's 25. Just put decimal place on it. Okay. Makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. All right, who needs more time? Take a couple more seconds. All right, let's write it out a different way of doing this. What does 25% of 85 actually say? What is it actually saying here?
25 times 85.
Times 85. When I multiply that, what do I get?
Oh, I got $21.25.
21.25. Keep in mind, I haven't said anything about like money, so that we have not included it yet. We will get there in a second, okay? But yeah, 21.25. That's 25% of 85, whatever we're talking about, okay? So if you see the word, if anytime you see like percent of a number, we need to do what to this? And get
Oh,
what?
decimal.
We need to do decimal,
And then what? Change that over to multiply sign.
and then just keep that number the same. That's pretty much what you're doing. That's what we're asking about. We're getting the percentage out of something, whatever that number is. It's kind of like saying, can we figure out the percentage of boys in this classroom?
Yes.
So let's count up how many people we have in this. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 19 students in here. Okay? How many of them are boys?
7.
What's up? 7. So 7 out of 19. This is where we're trying to figure out a percentage now. This is what, kind of like how we do your grades. How do we figure out your grades, or like your test grades? Divide. You do the average, right? Or the, so we do 7 divided by what? So we do it. How many times can it go in there? What? It can go there in 3 times. Okay? That is 7 to 57. That's going to be what? 13. How many times can 19 go to 13? What? How many times can it go into? What's up? How many times can 19 go into 130? I would say like, what's up? It's close to 20. How many times can 20 go to 130? 5. Oh, 6. 6. Okay. So 6 times 9 is 54. 35. And it's going to be, we're going to stop here. 0.36. What is my percentage in the class of boys in here? 36%. That's all we're doing is trying to figure out what the percentage is. Sometimes I might do the reverse of it. Sometimes I might ask what's the percent of something, or what's the percent in this class. Okay? So let's go on to, so now we're moving on to sales tax. We talked about it briefly yesterday. What is sales tax? What's up? Yeah. Percent of a purchase added to the item, yeah. So, what did I say about, what's my tax in Stuttgart? Did I say that?
11 cents.
Oh.
$10.5.
10.5. It's not 11, because that is way too high. It's a big difference, so we're going to use 10.5. Anytime I ask you what's the tax in Stuttgart, what is it? 10.5% is tax. That is a tax that we'll use on forever and ever and ever, okay? You'll know this one because you guys live in Stuttgart. Well, some of you guys. Anybody live in Humphrey?
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. I think it's the same thing though. I think in Arkansas County it's like 10.5, which is super high.
I don't know.
Yep.
Just take it on this line.
Isn't that Arkansas County?
Weird.
Go.
Where?
I don't know counties here. All right, so now let's take something that we can buy at a store. Let's take a bottle of water. Okay, bottle of water